Hello everybody, Texas Man here. I hope that you guys are all having a fantastic day. If you guys would please give this video a thumbs up if you guys really enjoy it. Subscribe if you guys have not already. Also do me the biggest favor of all, hit that bell notification button. That way you guys don't miss out on future videos or streams here on my channel. And as always, we're going to be talking positives and negatives, talking about a movie that came out in 2009 starring Bruce Willis titled Surrogates. This movie is about an hour and a half long. On average, it's going to cost you about $4 to rent, $18 to buy digitally. And this film is based on a graphic novel. And this film, like I said, stars Bruce Willis as an FBI agent that must go behind enemy lines and must leave behind his surrogate's safe life and solve a murder mystery. The film tackles a really big question in a lot of ways, which I think it does a great job of tackling the question of which is controlling you, humankind or technology, and which is easier to live with and live in. Is it easier to live in reality or to live in the VR world? And which, is better in terms of safety and in terms of dealing with real world consequences such as the loss of a child? And is the VR world, while it is safe and fun, is it a detriment to, humankind, or is it a good, positive thing that we have developed and that we constantly use as so much? Is the VR world a drug, and are we the addicts? So I love that the question of those concepts are dealt with in this film. Unfortunately, that's about it. This film has basically every single action and sci-fi trope and cliche ever created, and it's forgettable. This film is kind of forgettable. I mean, this film is entertaining. Don't get me wrong. Surrogates is an entertaining film. But it's forgettable. There's a lot of silly moments within it. There's a lot of lack of logical moments of decision making throughout the entire film. And I don't feel connected to the world as a whole. There's a lot of characters that I just don't care about, that I don't get invested in, except for Bruce Willis's character and his wife's character. And I have to say Bruce Willis's character and wife's character because the character names are completely forgettable. I literally just finished watching the movie at the time of recording this video, and I can't tell you a single character's name. I can't tell you a main character's name or a side character's name. I can't even tell you where in the world the film takes place, even though it may have said so in the film. I don't remember. I can't tell if this is New York, if it's Chicago. I have no clue where literally in the world this film is. It's somewhere on the East Coast, I think. Maybe. But the film is just very forgettable. Now, it has a great cast, and everyone does a great job with their acting capabilities given the script's limits. But I found the movie just to be very average. The film is rated PG-13. There is a sexual act. Nothing is shown. Nothing is done. But it gives the invitation of sex. There is a lot of violence. There is some language. But this movie is rated PG-13, so there's not too much. So keep that in mind in case you're wondering. The twists and the turns and the revelations, you can see them coming from a mile away. None of them are shocking to me. Like I said, this film has just been filled with every single action and sci-fi trope and cliche, so you can see what's going to happen a mile away. I think the ending was probably the best part of the film, where the villain actually wins, in a sense. The villain wants to wipe away his entire creation of all the surrogate robots, so that's the villain. And he wants to make it where humans are no longer connected to the surrogates, the ones that are. But doing so would not only destroy the surrogates, but it would kill the people, the operators of the surrogates as well. At the end of the finale, spoiler alert in case you guys haven't watched it yet, the villain actually wins. He succeeds. All the surrogates are destroyed and they can no longer be brought online. The network can't be brought online, so the entire surrogate concept has been completely destroyed. And so all that is left on humanity is the humans. All that's left on Earth is humanity, along with everything else, of course. But the surrogates are gone. But the heroes are able to put in a little wrinkle where it doesn't kill the humans, it just kills the surrogates. So I kind of like the fact that while The heroes prevent billions of people from dying at a peaceful resolution of sorts. The villain does win. Technically, the villain wins in the end, where he accomplishes his goal of wiping away the surrogates, and he destroys his own creation. And I'm happy about that. We don't get a lot of movies where the villains win 50% of the time or 100% of the time of their goals. I mean, I think the most recent example we can think of, honestly, for me at least, would be Avengers Endgame and Avengers Infinity War, for that matter, where the villain succeeds in his goals. I mean, the humans do eventually triumph, but the damage done by the villain is either overcome or is inflicted in some measure, and we get that in this movie, and I really like that. Now, if you're a sci-fi fan, if you're a Bruce Willis fan, you're going to love this movie. You're going to gobble it up. Me, I like it. I watched it when it came out in 2009. I have it digitally, and I have it on DVD. And it's just one of those things that sits in my catalog, and I watch it like once every 5 years, and it's been 5 years since I've watched it, so I figured I'd watch it and review it for you guys. So, honestly, Surrogate's not a bad movie. It's not really bad. It's slightly above average. It's entertaining. It's a fun watch, but it's one of those movies you kind of like watch in the background while you're doing something else, like you're, looking up stuff on Amazon or whatever. You're folding laundry, but it's not a movie that's going to like grip you, make you be like, I want to watch it again immediately. It's just watch it, enjoy it for 90 minutes, and unfortunately, it's forgettable. So with that, I'm going to give Surrogates from 2009 a 6 out of 10. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys on the next video or stream. Peace, guys.